I'm going to assume that the audio is good. Okay, so here's the situation. I'm looking directly into my fleet carrier's viewing deck. Commander Halflock, as you know, uh, in the real world. Um, Currently playing from my OPC account, which is the Juno Danon account. I don't care if you're interested in the story at all. I haven't told one yet with these two. What I'm interested in now is figuring out what the hell's going on in the world. So, I'm going to dock on my fleet carrier. I'm going to point out what I was referring to in the forum post, where there happens to be something going on, where I talk about or write about something happening to be going on with the fleet carrier marks. I don't know if this is a bug that anyone else has ever looked at. If it is exclusive to my own account, because I have both an original PC account, which is what this one is, and a console to profile transfer, which the other Half-Lock is. Upon the change from console to PC, because I had two accounts using the same email address, I had to switch the email address and also the commander name, sort of by definition, because I can't have both Half-Locks on a single account. That's a weird way to say that. There was already Half-Lock in the PC world because of my own original account. So I had to change the Half-Lock name from my console account to a different name, which was half L0CK. I don't know what's going on. Again, with this fleet carrier thing, I don't know if it is directly because of something related to that, that I can't transfer my commodities from one account to another, which I know there's some rule about having to do with, like, you can't boost something or other. I figured that would have been alleviated by the Squadron Bank, where you can do direct deposits, which I'm also going to document, or something else entirely. So, I'm going to do both of those things now. I'm going to show what's going on. I was getting ready to kill a bunch of Imperials, so I wanted to get rid of some of the stock that was sitting on my account. So this whole killing Imperials thing is, just in case you were wondering, deserved. Um, so moving that to the side for the moment, um, well deserved. So moving that aside for the moment, I'm going to now get into here and sort of explain what's going on and sort of show what I'm a little bit confused about. The first thing I'm going to do is go into the squadron management. And I'm going to attempt to directly transfer funds from one commander to the next. This will be an account, or this will be a transfer, an attempted transfer of resources from my original PC account, which is Commander Halflock, to my console to PC account, which at one point was Commander Halflock, but is now Commander Half L0CK. Let us see how this is going to work. Or not work, should the case be such that. Squadrons. That's me. That is also me. And now Squadron Bank, which has 0 credits. I'm going to go direct transfer to Commander Half L0 CJ. I'm going to transfer 100 million, or somewhere in the area. Transfer, weekly quota, deposit, this, that, and the other. Deposit. Transaction could not be completed. Try again. Okay, so I ran into that earlier. That's why I decided to go into here and do that as well. Mission groups, no credits assigned. All. Weekly withdrawal quota. I should probably go to unlimited. Those are indeed the same account. So the direct deposit didn't work. Clearly. I'm now going to deposit some into my account and see if that's going to work. Credits. Deposit credits. Deposit 100 million. Now, again, I don't know what the situation is. I don't make use of this all that often because I don't have any need to for the most part. I'm playing on 2 different accounts as though they are one. Because carried away. So there's now I should probably put more than that into there. So there's 96 million in the Squadron Bank. Now that's going to sit there for just a moment. I'm now going to go into the carrier management view. I'm going to the market, the carrier commodity market. I've already got them set. Filters. Now these are what I currently have going. I've got buy orders for all of these. I've got a buy order for bauxite, I've got a buy order for monazite, and I've got a buy order for muscovite. Those are the 3 I'm pointing out now because those are the ones that are currently sitting in my console to PC transfer accounts T8's hull. All right, I'll do that one. So those are good to go. Buy orders is set. Trades commodity buy price. Although I want to lower that, I don't want to do too much to produce that outcome. 5%, and exit. So those are good. Those are indeed good. So again, this is the original PC account. Now I'm going to exit this so that you can come to understand my particular confusion in this matter. I'm going to log into my console to PC account. How's your day? My day's fine. I didn't give you any time to answer that question. I'm on my 2nd cup of coffee. I'm doing just okay. Better. I need contact lenses. I need to get my contact lenses. They're out in the States. I can take my glasses off. And I can just sit without my glasses instead of with them. It just feels more comfortable on my face. Alright, so I'm now going to log into my console to PC transfer account. And I'm going to go in private for now. I tried this in open before I got on the stream, and it was equally unwilling to do what I needed it to do. Again, I don't know if this is a bug. I don't know if this is something having to do with my files being tampered with is not the word I'm looking for. Grokked by Windows, or just randomly messed with, which is just a thing that happens apparently in computers. Files get degraded, this, that, and the other. Okay, so carrier services. I'm going to go into the commodities market, and I'm going to do the thing that I'm going to do. So, sell. Again, I've got a buy order for bauxite. And commodities market. Transaction canceled. Commodity no longer acquired. So I've got a buy order for 755 tons, it looks like. But because I have 760, but because I have that demand, I no longer require those commodities, which apparently is a microeconomic phenomenon that I've yet to study because I don't know a lot about economics. So I've got a buy order for monazite with a demand of 1,100. I'm going to try to sell those, and it's no longer required. I don't know what's happening. And I'm now going to go to the Squadron daily, and to the Squadron Bank. I assume I'm going to be able to take this money, because I can just take all that money. I'm going to withdraw this money. So that works. So direct transfer doesn't work, but deposit into the Squadron Bank and withdraw it from the Squadron Bank works. I should point out that there were posts on the forum about people sneaking themselves into squadrons and then stealing everyone's credits. So you should probably be aware of that and be careful about stuff like that. That's hilarious. I can't get past the reality of that just being sort of a funny thing to see gamers doing to one another. So this one works. I can transfer the money, or I can deposit the credits, and then I can withdraw the credits from, one account to the next. Again, I'm playing these accounts as though they are a single account, co-constituted into a double account. That's what we say that. I'm not using my left side of the brain at the moment. That much. But I can't direct transfer. I wonder if I can direct. I'm going to try to direct transfer for redundancy to the squadron commander. I'm going to send that 96 million right back over. If it works, and it works. If it does not, it does not. I don't know how this stuff is happening. I don't know how much of this is bug. I don't know how much of this is directly related to having two accounts that are the same account. So we will find this out. Deposit. Okay, that works. So it works upward, doesn't work downward, which is a political statement beyond anything. So I can direct deposit directly into the. That is not correct. That's not how that works. Or is it? For some reason, it still says the Squadron Bank has 96. But also it does not. That's confusing. Okay. So there is my ledger. Currently. I can direct deposit down. Or I can direct deposit up. I can't direct deposit down. In terms of squadron rank structure. Again, both of these are my account. They are two different accounts, but one account. That's a weird way to say that. I'm now going to log in again to my original PC account and see if that is going to be changed. Again, I have these things, so I can't fly around and kill Imperials. And then go to bases and settlements and commit acts of mass murder with 25 tons of valuable metals and minerals sitting in my account. Or in my hull. So I'm going to go back into my account, original PC account. But before I do that, I'm going to deposit some resources into the squadron bank, and I'm going to double check that for intellectual veracity. It's not the correct word for that. Deposit $1 million into the bank. Deposit. And now I'll be logging out of this account. Again, this is my O. No. This is my C to PC. Console to PC transfer. It is, as the Italians say, molto difficult to explain. The Panther Clipper's been released for full production now, by the way. I'll give you a heads up on that when I get in the cockpit and start flying around. I'm going to do a little practice. So I'm going to be getting into my Corsair in order to get a little more practice in. Because I was very, very disappointed with my PvP performance. It's quite unfortunate. Alright, so, original PC account going in. So, first things first, I'm going to try to withdraw those funds. Where is that? Bank. Credits. Withdraw. Withdraw. Also going to try something. Transfer. Doesn't make any sense. I see that now. To I don't know what's going on there. I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to try to resend that over. Did I just lose 1 million credits? Try depositing that over again. Okay, now that works. Okay, so now that works. Let's see. Squadron Bank transaction log. So it took 13 minutes to fix that. There's like an AI up there. So that works. Now, so I suppose I can log into my console to profile account again and see if the other thing got fixed. I'll do that now because that's weird and I cannot explain that. So something's going on, but trickle-down economics has been rectified. I think it's the best way to put that. Stay before Halloween, everybody. I send 100 million? Did indeed send 100 million over. So I should have now. That is correct. That should. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to do the commodity thing and see if that works. They fix market embargo. They did not. Okay, so something's happening there. Again, I don't know if this is a bug or directly related to the already set rules about selling cargo to this, that, and the other. I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to work or what it is that's going on. If anybody has an explanation for that, I assume at some point I will get someone who's been sitting here running tests for their own squadron or for the game company itself to be able to explain, no, you idiot, you're supposed to do it in this way. Which is just how we talk to one another. There's nothing wrong with that. In case you were not aware of how people explain things, when they have high expectations of one another. Alright, so I'm logging back into my original PC account, and I will be practicing some PvP, because I fucking sucked in that last round, and I was very unhappy with the fact that I did not win. Not even just not win, though. Just like not even appropriately contest my freedom of movement within a in-game system. On back into. I'll go into. Fuck it. All right, so come, gank. I need some practice. I don't know if my account, rather my Corsair on this account, is fully loaded to do what I needed to. Why am I going over here? To do what I needed to do over here. I will be finding out soon enough. It's the day before Halloween. I think I said that. They don't do costume tyranny, I don't think. I don't know if that's a thing here, guys. I went out drinking last Halloween. I didn't drink as much. I mean, I drank a lot, if I'm honest with myself. But they don't do that. The costumes thing. Also gotten that from there, which is 95 million. 950 million, which is also correct. We're back up to 38. Switch ships. They walked around in all black. All the kids. By kids, I mean youths. They wore black. They were wearing all black. I don't understand whether that's like a thing, like a fashion statement, or like a gang initiation rite. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I that is not the hard. Oh, it is the hard one setup, and this thing is definitely not set up for this. What the fuck is going on in here, man? Down operations, limpet controller, cargo rack, frame shift interdictor. This is indeed a shieldless. I took the weapons off for whatever reason, and I now have to change the weapons, which I'm comfortable doing. Don't recall why I have these weapons on here. I think I just took them off in order to put them onto something else. So I don't want this. I don't know. I might have been doing ganking or raiding or something. Plasmas, 3Bs, oversized short ranges, which are indeed my preferred plasma accelerator engineering setup. When I am not making use. When I'm not making use of focused plasma accelerators. I have a plasma accelerator somewhere that is currently not in use. I have to figure out what that is. What do I put onto this thing? I can put railguns onto this. Sturdy feedback. High capacity feedback. Sturdy super pen. Put sturdy super pen onto here. 3D overcharged multi-servo. That there into that 3. I'll put railgun into here. Right. That one. And then and then that one. Railguns. Railguns. And then into here, I will put my standard cannon. Oh, it's not fucking loaded for that. God damn it. I have to fix this. Rats. What can I put on there? Guess I could put on this one. I cannot. Or I do not have these here. Slot. Huh. One supposes one could put another railgun there. Boy, is that going to be a warm setup. I mean, this should be fine, I suppose. Not happy with this. Pulse lasers, railguns. Rails, rails, rails. That's solid. How am I doing on power? Power's good. The lack of a shield might be helpful. But I also don't have a heatsink, which I'm also going to put in just in case. The smarter thing to do, now that I think about it, would be to put a beam laser where that third. I do have, it does indeed have thermal vent. That will be sufficient to meet my needs. Beams, beams, pulse. So that pulse lasers are fixed. Beam lasers, gimbal, plasmas are fixed. Point defense, I do want point defense turrets. Alright. I'm gonna go kill some shit and get some practice in. Hopefully at a certain point they can take a look at this situation. I suppose I should end the stream and then restart a new one so that anyone who's looking at that issue can figure that one out quickly. You don't have to wait until I finish and also have to wait 3 hours of me killing a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to do that right now and I'm going to log right back in for a separate stream.